Hey beautiful souls, welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into God's heart for relationships and love. I need you to lean in close because what I'm about to share will shift everything you thought you knew about your impact on others. You know that moment when you think nobody's watching? When you hold the door just a little longer for the person behind you? When you send that encouraging text at 2 a.m. because someone was heavy on your heart? When you choose gentleness over being right in that heated moment? Here's what God showed me that will blow your mind. Those seemingly invisible acts of love are creating earthquakes in the spiritual realm. Your kindness isn't going unnoticed. Your sacrificial love isn't falling on deaf ears. That person you've been pouring into, even when they seem distant or unresponsive, they see it all. Before we dive into 4 life-changing revelations that will transform how you view your relationships, smash that subscribe button if you're ready to understand the supernatural power of your love in action. I promise you, by the end of this video, you'll never question whether your love matters again. You'll walk away knowing that every gesture, every sacrifice, every moment of choosing love over self-protection is writing a story in someone's heart that they'll carry forever. Number 1. Your silent sacrifices speak louder than words. Listen closely because this truth will revolutionize your relationships. In 1 Corinthians 13:4, Paul tells us, love is patient and kind. But here's what most people miss. The most profound love often happens in complete silence. When you wake up early to prepare their favorite breakfast without being asked, that's not just cooking, that's prophetic love. When you bite your tongue instead of saying that cutting remark. During an argument, you're not being weak, you're demonstrating the strength of Christ. When you work extra hours to surprise them with something special, even when your own tank is empty, you're painting a masterpiece of selflessness that speaks directly to their soul. God designed human hearts to recognize authentic love, even when pride tries to build walls around it. That person who seems indifferent to your efforts, their heart is keeping a detailed record of every sacrifice you've made. Your consistency in small acts of service is building a foundation of trust that will weather every storm. The enemy wants you to believe your love is wasted, but heaven celebrates every moment you choose their needs over your own comfort. Your silent sacrifices are creating a language of love that transcends words. They may not verbally acknowledge how you anticipate their needs, how you create peace in chaos, or how you protect their heart even when yours is breaking. But deep in their spirit, they feel seen, valued, and treasured because of your faithful love. Every load of laundry folded with prayer, every conflict you de-escalate with wisdom, every time you choose connection over being right, these moments are building an unshakable testimony of your heart. Keep pouring out love without expecting immediate recognition. Your consistency is writing love letters on their heart that they'll read for the rest of their lives. Number 2. Your healing wounds. You didn't even know existed. This revelation will bring you to tears because it reveals the supernatural power of your love. God uses your gentle touch, your patient words, and your unconditional acceptance to heal trauma that runs deeper than you can imagine. That person who grew up being told they were too much, too sensitive, or never enough. Every time you choose to stay during their emotional storms, you're rewriting decades of abandonment programming in their heart. When you speak life over them, on their worst days, you're not just being encouraging. You're participating in God's restoration process for their shattered self-worth. Your consistent presence is dismantling lies they've believed about themselves since childhood. The way you love them without trying to fix or change them is revolutionary to someone who learned that love always comes with conditions. When you celebrate their quirks instead of criticizing them, you're giving them permission to be authentically themselves for maybe the first time in their life. Your patient love is becoming the voice they hear when the world tries to tear them down. In Isaiah 61:1, God calls us to heal the brokenhearted and bind up their wounds. Every day, through your intentional acts of love, you're fulfilling this, calling in ways that would astound you if you could see the spiritual realm. That gentle correction delivered with love instead of judgment is teaching them what healthy boundaries look like. Your refusal to use their vulnerabilities against them during conflicts is showing them what safety feels like in relationship. When you choose to see their potential instead of their past mistakes, You're partnering with Holy Spirit to call forth their identity as God's beloved. They may never tell you how your love has rewired their ability to trust, to hope, to believe. They're worthy of good things. But in the quiet moments, they marvel at how different life feels since you started loving them well. Your love is not just affecting their present, it's healing their past and securing their future. Number 3, your consistency is their security blanket. Here's a truth that will make you weep with joy. Your faithfulness in small things is creating unshakable security in their heart. We live in a world where people promise forever, but disappear after the first disagreement, where love feels conditional, temporary, and always one mistake away from being revoked. But your consistent love is proving that real love exists. Every morning you choose to love them. Even after seeing them at their worst, you're demonstrating covenant love that mirrors Christ's heart. When you don't run during their season of struggle, you're showing them what, for better or worse, actually means. Your steady presence through their ups and downs is teaching their nervous system what peace feels like. In Lamentations 3:22-23, we read that God's mercies are new every morning, and great is his faithfulness. You're becoming a living representation of this promise in their life. That person who used to walk on eggshells, afraid that one wrong move would end everything. Your consistent love is teaching them to exhale. They're learning to be vulnerable, without fear, because your track record proves you won't use their openness as ammunition. When you keep showing up, keep choosing them, keep extending grace when they mess up, you're redefining what love looks like in their experience. Your reliability in small promises is building their faith in big dreams you share together. The way you remember what matters to them, how you protect their heart in public, how you defend them even when they're not around. This consistency is becoming their safe place in a chaotic world. They may not say it often, but your faithfulness has become the foundation they build their hope on. When life gets overwhelming and everything else feels uncertain, they find peace knowing you'll still be there tomorrow. Your consistent love isn't just changing your relationship, it's changing their entire worldview about what's possible when two people choose to love unconditionally. This security you're creating will ripple into every area of their life, giving them courage to dream bigger, love deeper, and trust more fully. Number 4, you're writing their love story legacy. This final point will leave you breathless because it reveals the eternal impact of your love. Every act of selfless love, every moment of choosing grace over grudges, every time you love them through their worst season, you're not just affecting today, you're writing a love story that will be told for generations. The way you love them is setting the standard for how they'll love others. Your children and their children will benefit from the healthy relationship patterns you're establishing right now. When you choose forgiveness over bitterness, you're teaching everyone watching what redemption looks like in real time. Your commitment to growth, your willingness to fight for love instead of giving up, your decision to see the best in them even when they can't see it themselves. These choices echo into eternity. In Proverbs 31, we see a woman whose children rise up and call her blessed, whose husband praises her. That's not just about one woman. That's about the legacy of love that outlasts our earthly lives. Years from now, when they face their own relationship challenges, they'll draw strength from remembering how you loved them through impossible seasons. Your love is becoming their template for what real love looks like. When they're tempted to give up on love, they'll remember how you fought for them when they couldn't fight for themselves. The security you're building, the healing you're facilitating, the joy you're creating together. This isn't just about your happiness. You're creating a testimony that will encourage couples decades from now. Your love story will become the proof they need that good relationships are possible. The way you honor them, protect them, celebrate them, and choose them daily is creating ripples that will touch lives you'll never meet. God is using your faithful love to restore hope in a generation that's forgotten what covenant love looks like. 20 years from now, in their moments of greatest joy, they'll still feel the warmth of your love supporting them. Your investment in their heart today is building a legacy that death itself cannot touch. Beautiful souls, I hope your heart is full right now because you needed to hear this truth. Your love matters more than you know.